Well, it has been a minute since we've been out here. Lake Wānaka, it is an absolutely stunning day. Let's get out there and we'll get into it. This weekend is a long weekend here in New Zealand, so decided to get out here and make the most of the good weather. It is a really perfect forecast, and so spend the day out here on the water. Plans to get the spinning rod out first, and we're going to try casting out some soft baits and see if the fish will take that. But we're just pulling in around into this little bay here, but boy does it look fishy. I reckon this could be holding a few trout in here, so just going to nosy on in and get the line all rigged up, sling a soft bait in there, see if the fish are taking it. Otherwise we'll cruise around. There's quite a few other bays around here with willow trees overhanging, so I reckon it's a pretty good spot to try for some trout. Currently in 30 metres of water temp's 12 degrees, so we'll just nose in a bit further and see what it's about. So today I'm fishing with the Okuma tournament concept again. This is my go-to rod for just about everything spin fishing at the moment. It is a really nice rod that we've been using up at the canals a lot, so it's rigged up for drifting eggs at the moment. So I'll cut that off and put a soft bait on. It is an awesome setup though. If you're looking for an affordable spin set, then highly recommend this one. While I'm on the topic of gear, check out what Okuma sent me last week. This is their backpack tackle bag, and it is awesome. I was really impressed with the quality of it once it turned up, and it's got all these nice plastic trays, keep everything organised. My gear's been an absolute mess for a while now, and so this just brings a whole new level of organisation. Got all the jig heads, got one with soft plastics there, all the ones from Savage Gear, and then the other two are really just set up for one's for drifting eggs, and then the other one's really just miscellaneous stuff. But we'll pull out some jig heads. I'm thinking today we're going to use probably 1/12 of an ounce jig head initially, and then if we find that's too heavy, I'll go to 1/16. Really don't need much weight at all other than just to get it out there away from the boat. So we'll whack one of these on, see how we go. So first of all, I'm just going to tie on this 8-pound fluorocarbon onto my braid. I've actually got a 6-pound braid, and so ideally would have 6-pound fluorocarbon as well, but the tackle shop here in Wanaka is a bit limited and didn't have it in stock at the moment, so we'll just make do with this at the moment. Should be all good anyway. But basically just tie your braid onto your fluorocarbon, have about maybe 1.2 metres or so of fluorocarbon down to your jig head, and I find that's about the perfect amount for this sort of thing. If you've never done any soft baiting before, I'd highly recommend checking out one of our recent videos. It was titled something along the lines of how to soft bait. I'll chuck a card up in the corner of the screen for you. But what it was we went up to the canals and filmed it with Lance from Fish the Drift, and he has done a lot of soft baiting, bit of a master of it here in New Zealand, and so it's really cool to film that episode with him and get some really good advice for people. So if you haven't done it before, go and check that out. Even if you have done it before, you'll probably find it pretty helpful. But he runs through the whole setup and technique and everything, and it's very much the same technique here on the lake. So do go check that out if you've never done it before. So today we'll start off with these ones here. So there's the Savage Gear Craft Cannonball. There's 4 colour options there. Just stick one of those on. Actually going for 1/16 of an ounce jig head. That's from TT Lewis. Yeah, just thought we'll go a little bit lighter and see if we can get away with it. May as well give it a go. But we'll whack one of these on, see whether the fish are taking it or not. But they look pretty tasty, and they're a nice small soft bait, this one. So I'm picking might have some pretty good success with this. We'll just try it out. I haven't actually used these ones before, so you never know until you try it. So there's like a little shelf just over there, bit of a like bank of weed, and I'm just trying to cast my soft bait right up against that and just see if there's any fish holding against that bank. It's pretty cool in this clear water, just being able to almost sight fish. It is a bit glary, but you can just see the edge of that shelf down there, and it's a pretty awesome way to fish with these soft baits. Alright, well unfortunately we haven't had any joy yet. Can't find any fish here. There is some showing up on the sounder, but nothing seems to be taking our soft bait. So what we're going to do is cruise around here. I'm going to try trolling, just chuck out a soft bait and troll that round, find a nice beach to park up on, have a bit of a cook up for lunch, and then yeah, crack into some more fishing after that. It's about 10 to 1 at the moment, so yeah, ideal time to get into lunch. So we'll just cruise around here a little bit and then cook up a feed. So our weapon of choice for trolling, this is the Savage Pro Grub. It's a pink colour, and this thing's actually really awesome. I took it up on that tournament concept rod up in Makaroa, just fishing up there, and it was awesome. We nailed a few rainbow trout on this in no time at all, and yeah, trout definitely love this thing as well as the salmon. So gonna chuck this out, see if we can hook something on the way around here. But you would have seen our setup in previous videos, but this is the Okuma Magda on the X Factor rod. It's a great setup. We bought this long before we were sponsored by Okuma, and for good reason. It's got a depth counter on it. It's just the ideal trolling setup. A nice rod with a good action, soft enough tip to really play the fish, but stiff enough that it's really nice to troll with. So we just got on a lead line down to a leader. We'll chuck it out the back, and hopefully we're into the fish. Well, how's this for a lunch spot, eh? What a beautiful spot to park up and cook up a feed. Got some sausages and a gas cooker on board, so get that out in a second and just enjoy being out here. It's a beautiful day for it. We've got the whole beach to ourselves. There's no one else around. It's dead quiet. No signs of civilization. Pretty awesome. What a spot to be on a weekend, eh? Well, let me give you a quick look at our setup. Man, what a perfect place to be. We've got the sausages cooking down here, got the wee gas hob cranking, cooking those up. Over here we've got a Jocko Go in the water, chilling down. And then of course we've got the boat. What a spot to be, eh? Where would you rather be than out here enjoying lunch in such a beautiful place? So peaceful, so quiet. We'll have a bit of a cook up, get some food in our bellies, and then head on down the lake somewhere else, figure out what we do next and try and catch some fish maybe. So with lunch done, thought I'd head out for a bit more fishing. Obviously haven't scratched that itch quite yet, so I've just shot across to the other side of the bay here, and now just chuck that soft plastic back in the water. I'll cruise around with that for maybe 10 or 15 minutes. If nothing's going, then I'll chuck on a different soft bait and see if a different colour and different type will have a bit more success. But it's still gorgeous out here. I mean, what an awesome day to be out. Super fortunate to call this place home, and it's really good to be able to spend some time here after being away quite a lot recently. I've obviously been on the road a lot, filming different fishing and hunting missions around the place, so awesome to be out here and just enjoy our backyard again. So hopefully we'll be into the fish shortly, but I'm sure we'll keep you posted. Well, I've decided it is time to call it for a day. Although I'm thoroughly enjoying myself out here, it's time to head on home and go watch the rugby tonight. So heading off now. No fish on board, but man, what an awesome day it's been out here on Lake Wānaka. It is a beautiful lake. If you ever get the chance, do go and check it out. And the fishing does get better than this. It's just this time of year is a little bit slow, but beautiful day out, perfect conditions for it, and we've had a lot of fun chucking around some soft baits today. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please do us a favour and subscribe. Let us know in the comments as well what else you want us to get up to. We obviously get out a lot and do a lot of different fishing, and so we're keen to hear what you want us to film.